If you are a young parent, a newly married couple, or a forward thinking youth, this is a truth you need to know. 2019, I took a client to allocate him his property that he bought from us. All right. Now, the man taught me something that is forward thinking. Even though I'm into property, but I never thought of that as a young man. All right. When I took him to allocate him his property, I asked him out of the blues. I asked him, "So why did you intend to buy this, or why did you decide to buy this property?" All right, because that place is underdeveloped, fully underdeveloped bush, And he came with his 5-year-old daughter. All right, so when I asked, he now said I bought this land. That he bought this land for
How are
this
you, my dear?
five-year-old daughter.
So you're excited to have a plot
That
of land
he
here?
wants to take the girl to the
Ah?
best university of her
So you
time.
want a plot
The
here?
thing struck me so
Like
hard.
seriously, I
Bam!
said thank you, daddy.
So wow, this is how forward thinking people
That's
can be. Say he
wonderful.
doesn't want to stress himself. So while the young girl is growing, the land is growing alongside. I know land appreciate rapidly here in Lagos. So before that girl gets to the age of going to tertiary institute, that university, that young girl is a multi-millionaire. So she can go to any university she decides to, both locally or internationally. Now the man doesn't need to crack his head. How will I raise money to take this young girl to school? Or you know, the man has settled this young girl. How smart can you be in forward thinking when it comes to land acquisition, when it comes to real estate investment, when it comes to buying land? That lesson struck me, and I said, as a young man, even without getting married, I started buying property and naming my children, tagging them to my children. New ones, excluding the ones I owned that time. Buying new properties for this purpose, and start naming my children. Even though they are yet to come in those days, and by God's grace, today we have them around. Okay, all right. So, they don't as they are as a baby, they already own properties. They have it to their name. It just when I decide, I just hand you over, just like my daughter clocked 1 year. I handed over 3 plots to her. You understand? As a start. You understand? Let her keep growing up, and then she'll start knowing more about some other properties. So this is the best legacy you can leave. This is there's a wedding I attended. The man is a developer, and then he gifted his daughter and the son-in-law a house. All right. you know these are the things he's doing now. But do you know that when he acquired, let me tell you something. When people buy properties, they are very smart about land. They are very smart about it. I've seen people build a full mansion. This is my industry. It's not something they tell me stories. I've seen people build a full mansion without spending 1 naira from their pocket. Yes, directly. They were able to build that from the money they make from the land they bought years back. And that is why people buy property for different purposes. You see people that buy couple of number of plots, and you tell them, why are they buying this number of plots? They say they want to resell some of these plots and then use it to build house. So they don't want to spend money building house in the future. They want to use the money coming from that. They might buy that property for 2 million naira each, for now. And then in the next 10 years or thereabout, depending on when they want to start doing whatever they want to do, all right, that property has skyrocketed. And they decide to say, we've seen this happen over and over again. If I want to tell you stories, I have a lot of stories to tell you around this. I've seen the practical example when people sell properties and then use the money they made from that to build in the other empty lands. So why don't we engage ourselves? All right, there are a lot of reasons why you should start buying land now. You can use that to send your children to university in the future without even stressing yourself. You can use that to build a home of your dream in the future. You can use that to even start up a company, collecting loans from the bank. All right, because if they see that you have tangible asset, they can give you any amount of loan, and you know that you can make that money, give them back their money. Your property belongs to you and all manner. There is a lot you can do with landed property, and that's why I always advise. In one of my videos, I know maybe you've bumped into it, and I talked about why it is smarter to buy more land when you are young than talking about building house. All right. Now, if you are somebody like me that maybe you say, okay, let me start building house, you don't need to speed it up. Some people will say, why not? Because of material. It doesn't matter. Don't need to speed it up. Use the money. If you get like 20 million today, put 5 million on it. Use 15 million buy land. You are not hasty. It's okay to be a tenant when you are still young. It's okay, very much okay. Be a tenant. It's okay. Have one car, they manage and they go. You understand? Use the money to buy cars, to buy more cars. Use it to. You are already a tenant, so how will you be having more than one car? Now your compound where you want pack up. You understand? Use that money. I'm telling you what I do. Use that money to buy land. Leave it there. Let it be appreciating. You understand? All locations across Nigeria, be buying them. You don't know what you are doing for yourself. You are settling yourself for life. Your mates will think that you are the same with them, but you don't go far. You are years ahead of them. Few years down the line, tomorrow will still be struggling hard to do this, to raise one business, to do this and that. You're already settled. You are made. If you decide to liquidate 10 plots of land out of so many plots of land you have, you are a don. You don't need to stress yourself. You can buy any amount of car you want to buy. You can do any. These are things that I've done. See, some of these things I'm saying are, go and check history. They are not. I'm not telling you something that is new. Some of these things have happened off and on. Some of the wealthy and billionaires we have today, these are the things they did. One of my mentors is like that, and that's why it's good to have a mentor. You know, the wealth he has today is out of land investment. I'm telling you, land investment. Instead of that, that's why now land they call. I'm not be say real estate now. What would we don't twitch them up. No man now buying from a model family. You see, he lose some. Because those ones, but some he got some. Those ones that he got are what made him today, and today he's fully into real estate business. All right, he has a lot of properties across this nation, Nigeria. So that is what I'm talking about. See, the best thing you can do for yourself, as that money you dey into a skit, or you dey into media, or you dey into business, or you dey into that money you are making. See, land secures is a store of value. And the amazing thing is that inflation doesn't hit it left and right, just like it hit other things. You secure your property, do your due diligence, buy from the right source. You get, and then leave it there. Have your documents. To continue your hustle. As they hustle, I did a video the other time talking about a young man I met, and I was talking about crypto and all that. See, that's your hustle. Be doing it, but be saving. Be using, storing your the value. You storing your money in land. Be buying land, the genuine land. You understand? The land keep appreciating. Face your hustle, face your business, face your work, face over. You just be buying, be having your documents, buying genuinely, having your documents, keeping them. My brother, my sister, you don't know what you are doing for yourself. You don't know how you are setting yourself up for wealth tomorrow. All right. So I thought to share this to you, and then you start thinking forward thinking, just like I am. All right. See you next time. Cheers.